Hey guys, welcome back to JD Mods. Today we are going to be releasing the brand new project car for the JD Mods garage behind me here. And you will remember that we just recently bought a Toyota MR2 Turbo as well. So there are lots of project cars on the go right now for the JD Mods garage. But that's okay, because this one came up as a good deal and I just had to scoop it up. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys what that is, what we're going to be doing to it, and you guys can let me know what you think. Now, if you are following us on Instagram, you have already seen this car once or twice, but if you aren't, you're going to see it in today's video for the very first time. So let me move out of the way and show you guys what we got. Here we are inside the garage now, so without further ado, let me go ahead and reveal the new FD RX7. This is a right-hand drive Mazda 1993 Infiniti, technically RX7. So now let me go ahead and give you guys a walk around of the entire car, then we'll go over what I'm going to be doing to it. Alright, so let's start with a walk around. Here is the RX7. It is a right-hand drive. Don't really know where to start, so let's just do a complete walk around. I think it has around 160,000 kilometers. It is currently a shell, which you can tell based on the wheel gap in the front. What else can I say about it? This is pretty much the only piece of bodywork on the rear quarter panels. Looks like it got a dent, so someone tried to fill it in and never painted it. So that is something that I have to address. Aside from that, the other parts of the body, a lot of the clear coat from sitting in the sun is peeling, so I have to either repaint it or just re-clear it. Same with the roof. In some spots the clear is peeling. Let's move to the front here. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess as well. So first things to note is the clear peeling on the hood. Also the hood is dented. I think it was in like an ice storm or something. The front bumper has just some peeling paint, but aside from that, it's actually in really good condition. We are missing both of the headlight covers. So we're missing this one and that one's cracked. And then this fender has one dent, but I think that's quite an easily repairable dent. Both mirrors, the paint is pretty much stripped right off of it. But aside from that, the doors are nice, all the glass is there. What else can I say about the body? All the indicator lights are there. I have the wiper blades, but they're all rusty, so they have to be repainted. Let's go ahead and take you guys on a tour of the inside of the car. Stuff like this, the door handles are all scratched up. That's something that I would have to repaint to make it look as good as possible. Here's the inside of the car. No motor or transmission, which is why there's no shifter. But aside from that, everything else is here. It's just really dirty. So we've got our seats. They're in really good condition, but they are sun faded. It's kind of hard to tell inside, but they're kind of blue instead of the black. Sitting inside the car now, center console, all the little buttons are there. It's just really dirty. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it's really dirty. We're missing a stereo, but I think I have one of those I can use. We're missing the rear view mirror. The holder's here luckily, but we are missing the rear view mirror. On the door card, the driver's side door card, we're missing the window switch. That's your door handle, and then this is a common part that cracks, and mine is indeed cracked. This Mazda RX7 and all FDs and potentially previous generations used very brittle plastic. As you can see, this vent piece is cracked, which is unfortunate because these are quite expensive. And similarly, the front defroster vent piece is also cracked. That's a 3-piece vent, and all 3 are just shattered and gone. Luckily, those are only around $130, which for an FD is actually pretty good. This car came with these seats rather than these storage compartments. They are the rear bucket seats. Let's go ahead and take a look in the trunk and hatch compartments. Here's inside the hatch on the RX-7. Again, pretty common theme of this car. It's just really dirty. Before I bought it, I made sure to lift up where the spare tire would go, and there's no rust. It's, like I said, dirty, but there's absolutely no rust. This is a very rust-free car. This thing still works to get to your back seats. you just push it forwards. I had it down before. I don't want to break that knob. It looks kind of brittle. Pretty much all the plastic just has to be cleaned up and slapped back into place. All needs a good vacuum, but like I said, it's all there. Let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. Here is the engine compartment as it sits. I have all the accessories, as you can see, and a lot of the lines were kept intact. None of the wiring has been cut, which is a very big deal for me. And the shock towers and pretty much everywhere you can see is 100% rust free. The subframe has 0 rust on it. There's a bit of rust on the steering shaft, but not like that's a big deal at all. There's the other shock tower, completely rust free. I love it. The underside of the hood looks good, but because the top is so dented, like you can see right there, looks like a wave pool, it doesn't really matter because I'm probably going to be replacing the hood anyway. So I bought this car with this stuff over here. This is a V8 swap kit. Well, not that, that's just the diff brace, but the rest of this stuff, the wiring, the fuel pump, the subframe, this is to swap in an LS motor into an FD RX7. And so I'll let you guys know right now that that is not what I'll be doing. I was actually able to find someone who wanted to trade me all this and an LQ4 6-liter V8 for a stock 13B with transmission, the entire swap, even a standalone ECU, aftermarket intake and exhaust, and all it needs is some coolant seals. So that's what I'll be tossing into this beast. And I might as well keep going around right now telling you guys kind of my plans for it. So we're going to be doing a carbon fiber hood. There's one locally for sale. Rather than me trying to fix this one or source an OEM one. And then to complement the carbon fiber hood, we're going to be doing carbon fiber eyelids. And then the rest of the body, I will either repaint or re-clear. I'm still learning how to paint. I just recently bought myself actually this compressor. It's not very big, but it is a 3 horsepower big bore compressor. And I also bought an HVLP gun to learn to spray with. Anyway, moving on, aside from body and the motor, I will be cleaning up the interior. All those trim pieces that are missing basically have to be all cleaned up. Also, it needs new tires. These tires are really dry rotted. I think they're over 7 years old just sitting. This car has been sitting for around 6 to 7 years without being run, so it does need a lot of help, but it is all there at the same time. So that's pretty much the general plan for this car. So what I'm going to do now before I end the video is go ahead and make up a big list of everything that I need and the goal of the pricing, and then I'll show you guys what the goal to build this car is, and then you can stay tuned for future videos. So what I've done is made this little list for the FD RX7 build. So I did just pretty much tell you guys what I paid for the car. This is all in Canadian dollars. So this is my basic price list. I'll just scroll over it right here. And this is to rebuild it to a running and driving car. And my goal is to build it for under $12,000 Canadian to a running and building car. And I wasn't going to show this in this video, and I will show it more in the next video, but I have actually already picked up the motor swap just to get you guys a little bit excited. There's all the accessories, got some HKS RS intakes, got a Greddy Trust exhaust, I'm pretty sure. Then of course we got the 13B swap with transmission. This is the twin turbo 13B, needs new twin turbos, which I'm picking up today actually. And over here we have the intercooler, Mazda battery, exhaust, Pexi ECU, and I'll show you guys a little more of that later, but I think that'll be it for today's video, just an introduction to the FD RX7 build series. Let me know what you guys think and what you think we should do with the car on the channel. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.